Hey everybody, Max here again, and today I'm joined here with Joe Oliver. He's half black, half Japanese, and we did a video together a few years ago that was pretty popular. A lot of you guys liked his story of growing up half Japanese and half black in Japan. We have him here today because recently Naomi Osaka, she won the US Open, and she is also half black, Haitian, and Japanese. She won against Serena Williams, which is pretty huge.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk about that because a lot of people started talking about to Joe again. I guess a lot of people wanted to hear your opinion of her victory because you guys are both the same mix, you could say.
Yeah.
He was interviewed actually through that video, through the video that was released on my channel. Somebody from Reuters actually found that video and wanted to interview him. So there is an interview that we'll put in the description from Reuters. Basically, we want to go over these topics of how half Japanese sports players like Naomi Osaka are changing Japan. So Naomi Osaka, she won the US Open against Serena Williams. What did you think when you heard about that?
First of all, I think nobody will win to Serena.
So, number one.
Yeah. How many years Serena being the number one?
Like
15 years.
It was a while. At least 10, I think.
I couldn't.
Many.
I couldn't count.
Did you know about Naomi Osaka before she played in the US Open?
Yeah, I know about her, but I think she wasn't famous before she won the game. Before she won the US Open, she wasn't famous in Japan. But I'm curious about the mixed racial people, especially like half Asian or half others. So that's why I know about her.
What was the reaction in Japan when she won?
I felt nobody believed the Japanese player won the US Open.
They considered her Japanese, right?
You're right. So now they know about she's half Japanese, but first of all, they don't know about her. Just black woman won the game. Even like people who watch like national TV program in Japan, like people call the TV program, is she half Japanese?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
TV, like
NHK. Yeah.
So they didn't know,
They didn't know about her.
even though her last name is Osaka.
They don't think about she's half Japanese because she has black skin. So that's why
She looks pretty HAFU to me.
Yeah, to me, same, but Japanese people are not used to other racial people. So that's why they can't recognize the mixed racial people. If you have the brown eyes, oh, he must be white.
Or blue eyes, you mean?
Yeah, blue eyes or brown or green. Oh, you must be white. And if you have black skin, oh, you must be black. But they think black people come from states.
Right.
Not the states.
Oh, the state from the US?
From US. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, there's actually more than just Naomi Osaka as a half Japanese sports athlete. Who else do you know about that is maybe half black or half Japanese that's been getting more popular in recent years?
I know the guy. He's not half black, half Japanese, half Iranian, half Japanese. His name is Yu Darvish.
Oh yeah, Yu Darvish.
Yeah, he's very famous baseball player as a pitcher in Texas Rangers in the States.
Do people think about him as HAFU too in Japan?
Yeah, but this is really I think interesting things, but because he's a baseball player since he was a kid. When he was high school student, he won the game on the big baseball tournament in Japan. He was a star player in high school. Then he graduated school, turned a professional baseball player when he was 18 years old. He succeeded on his early career in Japan. So Japanese people believe baseball, no matter who you are. Black people, Iranian people,
baseball, it's all
Chinese. They don't care about the people for the baseball. Baseball is God. So yeah. So that's why Darvish is. Of course, people know about him. He's half Iranian, half Japanese, but
they don't care.
They don't care. Darvish is great.
Yeah,
That's it. Because he's a good baseball player.
Do you think it's the same way now with Naomi Osaka?
I think so too.
She's a great tennis player. That's it.
Yeah, because Japanese people love sports. So soccer is number two in this country. Number one is baseball, but soccer is getting more popular. But tennis is not major sport in Japan. But suddenly Naomi won the game on the U.S. Open to the Serena Williams. So that's why Japanese people want to accept.
There's so many advertisements now. Like she's got so many sponsorships now from Japanese companies.
Car company like Nissan.
Yeah, Nissan.
And I heard Nissin.
She's all over, Japanese advertisements, and I think it's good. But I guess that's starting to make people in Japan. You were saying, what is a Japanese person? Nihonjin to wa nanda?
Who Japanese?
You said that these articles were popping up recently because of
Naomi won the US Open.
Right. So now I guess we're seeing a change where Japanese people are saying, like, I think, when she won, they want to say, she's Japanese, because she's the winner. But she's got an American passport. She's got a Japanese passport. People in Japan are able to say, she's Japanese because she has Nihonjin kokuseki.
Yeah.
But you, Joe, you got only one passport.
American passport.
Yeah. Do you want to explain how that happened? Because you're born in Japan, raised in Japan. You're very Japanese. Why do you only have an American passport?
Because I was born 1982. In 1982, Japanese government made rules for the children who will have both nationality. They don't accept children can get nationality from father nationality.
Only the father.
Only the father. They didn't accept mother's nationality. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, until 1982, right? After 1983, it started, you could have both.
I don't know why, but they change rules every year. I don't know why, but my ears.
Your ear.
My ear.
Screwed you over.
You're right.
So you could only get the American passport.
American passport. I even born and grew up here. My Japanese mother gave me birth in Japan, but I don't have Japanese nationality. Japanese government accept me.
Yeah.
They don't accept me as Japanese. They won't.
But what about now?
Mostly have people in Japan. They must have both nationality.
So Naomi Osaka too. She's supposed to choose at age 22 which one she wants. This is a gray zone, but
you want me to say that? You want me to explain that to my opinion?
Yeah, sure. Your opinion.
I think if I were Naomi, I would say I'm gonna choose Japanese passport. This is do the right things in Japan. Because, if she said, I'll choose American passport, you can imagine rubber sponsor fade out from her. And not mostly Japanese people, some Japanese people will say she's enemy for us because she choose American passport.
Yeah.
Some people, not mostly.
Not
mostly.
Yeah.
Some people, some strange, strict people.
Like very nationalistic.
Yeah, nationalist. Those messages put on the SN, the
online,
kind of SN online, and mostly people watch that information. Then people, like imagine, Naomi not Japanese anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why she won't say that. She won't say that.
What do you think about like Yu Darvish though? What did he do?
I think he has, both nationality, but he doesn't say that because,
it gets very sticky. You don't want to make a lot of these things public. So I mean, maybe she won't even make it public. Actually, I had a quick question though for you. I know that there's other like HAFU black athletes in Japan, but were you ever stereotyped for being good at some sort of sport because you're half black? And like, does Japanese people think you're good at sports.
Like basketball, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, I used to learn karate.
Yeah, which is super Japanese.
Yeah, super Japanese. The karate student, he said, I think you're black, so why don't you play basketball? Why don't you play breakdance? I said, thanks, but I like karate.
Thank you, but
yeah, he said, oh, you're such a Japanese.
he's like
More than me.
Oh.
He said more than me.
I'm sure. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you know, he's just making a joke. I think you're pretty Japanese, I would say.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of ironic that Japan doesn't see you as Japanese sometimes. There's other sports players. You were saying there's the runner.
Cambridge Asuka.
Cambridge Asuka.
Yeah, he's a runner. He was silver medalist on 2016 Rio de Janeiro Olympic for relay running.
So he represents Japan.
Yep.
And do Japanese people, for him too, was it the same way as like Naomi Osaka? Oh, well, he's HAFU, but he's Japanese.
I think he can't choose another nationality anymore because he already chose Japanese nationality. So that's why he turned represent from Japanese national Japanese team, right?
Yeah.
For the Olympic.
What do you think about the future? I think you agree that Japanese people are slowly
changing.
For this. What do you think if, for example, like a whole team though, like a whole soccer team was just HAFU Japanese and no full Japanese?
One day, but you know, the rugby team, the rugby national team in Japan, they accept foreigner from New Zealand, Australia, because they want to win the game.
Yeah, they want to win. They want to win. Yeah.
But you know, look at their body. Foreigners' body is so bigger than Japanese.
Unless you're a sumo wrestler. Japanese sumo wrestlers can.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Sumo wrestler is, you know, different. You know. Body type.
I know. It's very different.
Yeah. They need powerful player. They need powerful player. They have to accept. The people who has big body, bigger than Japanese.
So I guess maybe eventually, slowly but surely, maybe these foreign players, for example, maybe somebody who's born and raised in Japan but doesn't look Japanese, do you think that they will eventually be accepted as Japanese too? まずハーフアスリートからスタートしてでだんだん
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 書いたんだけど we're making this video trying to explain our thoughts on sports talents are changing Japan, but
been changing, but we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know the future.
But anyway, so there are a lot of half athletes, half Japanese athletes that I feel like when it's sports, 特に sports, like you said, if it's baseball, they just care about baseball. You know, he's good. Yu Darvish is good at baseball. Naomi Osaka, she's a great tennis player. She's Japanese. Okay, she's Japanese. But
even, you know, baseball player from States. He is he belonged to Hiroshima Cup in the Japanese baseball team. He is a star in Hiroshima. But he's black, but he's a star. He's like a god in Hiroshima prefecture.
What's his name?
He's my girlfriend's friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Jackson. Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackson.
There you go. Jackson.
Yeah, he's a star in Hiroshima. That's good. Yeah, that's news good to me because Japanese people,
they love sports.
They love sports, and if someone related baseball, they don't care about their background because baseball is okay. Thanks.
It's great, I think, but imagine if you take Naomi Osaka away from tennis. How do you think Japanese people would feel about her?
Oh, she's foreigner. That's where Japanese think.
I almost feel like the sports world though, and these half Japanese athletes, it's a slow impact to
You're right.
You know, Japanese culture because they love sports so much, and I feel like eventually that's the main goal, right? No,
good influence.
Right. You don't want to look at the race. You just want to know, is she or he a great player, and that's all that really should matter. You know, in Japan, if you're half Japanese, half black, or full Japanese, or quarter Japanese, if you're born in this country or raised in this country and you identify as Japanese, I feel like eventually Japanese people will hopefully start to feel more like
natural.
Yeah, like they say, oh, you're half, but okay, you're Japanese. I think you said you live in an area in Tokyo where it's very diverse, so
yeah, Azabu.
Yeah, Azabu, and they over there, you know, I'm sure people meet you and they're like, oh, it's Joe. He's HAFU, but he's Japanese.
Yeah. They think about me. Oh, Joe is Japanese.
But I know outside of, you know, Tokyo and Azabu, it starts to get a little bit more. It's kind of still gray.
You're right. I want to tell you my feelings. I don't want to move out from Azabu.
Never.
Because, you know, a place where I live in, really peaceful and comfortable.
And diverse.
I have, you know, friends from the neighbor. They are Japanese. We have good friendship. But, you know, the out of town, in my life, in Japan, there's a lot of uncomfortable things in the street. So I don't want to move out from Azabu.
You're in a good place now, but I know you want to eventually take this, you know, positivity and you want to make a community online.
Yeah.
Saying, right? Joe wants to, and this is not made yet, but we will put it in the description when this video goes up.
オンラインコミュニティ作りたいと思っていて、でそのコミュニティに参加してもらいたいっていうか参加したいなと思う人はきっといろいろ悩み事があったりとか、毎日こう悲しい思いをしてたりとか、辛いなと思ってる人たちに、そのコミュニティで同じ悩みを抱えてる人たちと出会って、チャットしたりとかして、その寂しい思いとかが少しでもなくなってもらえたらなと思うし、あと例えばいじめられてる人とか、他にも
アイデンティティ
そのアイデンティティのこと悩んだりとかしてる人たちが一日でもその悩みがなくなることができるように We wanna develop a way of solution.
A lot of people message you all the time, I know. Still.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Every day, like from States, from Europe, from like Southern Asia. Yeah.
Really, I see, you know, you want to make this community because, you know, there's a lot of people out there who have become, I guess you could say, empowered because of watching your struggle and how you overcome it.
And also the community, you know, he's good, funny.
Oh, me?
Yeah, funny things or funny event. Okay. We can know about his good, like, event, good channels.
I hope I'm funny.
Yeah, he's good at for telling good things.
Oh no.
Yeah, in the live the life, you know. So.
Oh yeah. Well, you're complimenting me on.
like when I talk about social, cultural identity understanding, these things sometimes too heavy. To me, it's not heavy, but another people feels heavy because this is big program. That's why I think people like me, we need good stuff, funny stuff.
Of course.
For the having good life. We need the people like him.
I look at the bright side.
Yeah. You're right.
But even in this topic of this video is, sports makes everyone forget about that. So it's almost like you have to find something, your identity through what you do. Not too much who you are or who you were born, race, but what you do now. And I think a lot of people could benefit if they focused a little bit more on, I just want to be the best person I can be. Whether it's sports or something else, because eventually people will see that. I hope people see that part of the person and not so much the color of their skin.
Yeah, one day I want to see the peaceful world, but now it's not ready yet. So
it's like a movie. This is like part 1. And there's still like part 2 and part 3. So part 3 is the.
I think we will do part 2. 200.
200 parts till the end.
I don't know when it's 200.
These are like 3-hour length movies too, like Lord of the Rings. Please post in the comments, what do you think about Naomi Osaka? She's pretty funny. You should follow her on Instagram.
So now it's November. We will have Christmas. So I want to say Happy Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Merry Christmas.
Just
happy,
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Hopefully this video will be up by then. I'm very slow at editing. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again, Joe, for being here.
Thanks.
And we'll see you next time. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.